Okay, welcome back. In this lesson we will look at our blocked model and add a little bit more detail. This is what came with the hands, which is the cubes I've used for the fingers, and it's all stitched together, stitched into the wrist and the arms, and well, the legs are kind of spherical. I added like a toe to the boots because I don't know, seemed like fun. Everything is still pretty basic. There's the head we modeled in the previous lessons. I didn't do anything with the back because we're not going to see it, and I made a mistake on the last tutorial to model a lot of something we would never see in the image, and I'm going at this from the idea that we're making you're going to make a still, so I'm not doing anything which you shouldn't do either, which you're not seeing because it's just extra work which might not fit into your schedule. Okay, a good thing to know for ZBrush is that the smoothing works slightly different from Maya's, so you have to create edge loops even though your geo is open at the end, otherwise it'll smooth towards the geo, so to speak, and it will become shorter. So that's why I'm adding edge loops here. I do want to create an open, so I delete the top faces because otherwise it'll make a nice round stump at the end, which might look different, look weird as well. So it's good to be prepared. Let's see. I'm gonna create a little thickness to everything, so I'm just gonna create a little edge and enforce that with an edge loop, which will create the illusion of some thickness, which will give your model more dimension, which is nice to have. And I'm also adding some edge loops to make the what am I saying? The distribution of faces across every model sort of equal, like we talked about before. So this goes for basically everything. Sometimes Maya is a bit weird with selections. Hopefully they clean it up in 2014. I'm not holding my breath, but it might happen. Again, adding some subdivisions, moving around a little bit, but not too much, since we've got ZBrush on the way, where that's all way easier. I must say that I still really believe in creating a pretty well, it's pretty representative base mesh in Maya. Yeah, well, I said this earlier, it just gives me a lot of control, which I like in this early stage. And again here, do a little extrusion. And make sure that you just extrude to the middle. And edge loop too. Make sure that you get a nice round, nice sharp edge actually. Yeah, well, of course the wrist sticks through, but the wrist isn't subdivided. Okay, we're gonna go through. I'm gonna skip on a little bit, because we're basically doing the same thing again, and then we'll continue here to add some more detail to the his vest, because the V-neck won't hold if it's not enforced with some edge loops. I'll just create those, move them to the middle. You really want to think about what it will look like smooth, because the first thing we'll do in ZBrush is smooth it a couple of times. So thinking ahead, it's very important, because you don't want to go back and forth between ZBrush and Maya if you can help it. It probably will happen a little bit, but especially if it's your first time. Let's plan ahead. It's important. So our distribution is a bit not perfect now, so I'm gonna delete the middle edge just to keep that nice distribution across. It's not perfect, but it'll do as long as it's not, you know, not completely out of whack. It should be fine. I had this idea that I wanted him to have what do you call it, like splits in his sleeve, so I'm creating those here, and then I'll just delete the middle faces, and you know, then it's fine, quads and all. And again, we're gonna extrude that in. We'll have to do a little enforcing to make sure that we don't get these round corners, but we're gonna do that anyway. There you go. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay, I'll jump ahead a bit and see where we go. Okay, so the back is absolutely nothing. The belts don't even go through. The hands might need a little bit more detail. I put like an edge loop around the fingers, an extra edge loop. As you can see, it goes all the way around the hand, and they're still a little bit square and a bit weird, as you can see. But the main things are there, and hopefully it'll clear itself out, or hopefully, I know it will. So I made a little hierarchy, so things are under the same group, and I made a simple stand. I don't know if I'm still not sure if I'm going to use it. I might make something else, but I wanted to have something. I really love my toys, so it's sort of going to create a nice, well, you know, you can sort of see it standing on your desk. Okay, so we're gonna export, and you can't see what we're doing. That's great. What happened is I don't have the OBJ exporter. If you don't have it, go into Preferences, Plugin Manager, and you set it to loaded and auto-load. For some reason, it seems to unload sometimes. So I'm just gonna export every object, and I'm gonna try to export them all by material. So the sleeves and like the shirt is going to be one OBJ, and the sleeves are going to be one OBJ, because they're the same material in the in ZBrush, so I want to keep them the same here. You will see, you can download all these OBJs, and then you'll see what I mean. And also when we go to ZBrush, when I import them all, you will see. So we got the shirt sleeves. Now we're adding the shirt itself, and we're going to do this for everything. So I'm not going to bore you with that, guys. I will see you on the next lesson, where we will import it into ZBrush and get it all ready for sculpting. All right, see you there.